Welcome back to Keep It Good. I'm your host, Emily.
And I'm your host, Carly. So, how you doing with your reading, girl?
I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm trying. I'm doing all right. It's one of my resolutions to get some reading in, and I am reading when I pick up the kids from school, like while I'm waiting in line. So that's
hmm
been a nice 25 minutes. I have a book in my glove compartment. I've been doing that since the start of school. So I have been getting some in, but it's taking me a long time. I
Well, that's okay.
have a couple in our different cars and one on my
Yeah.
nightstand, so I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but
I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. I think what you're
yeah.
doing is working for you, and I'm proud of you. Good job, girl.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
job.
And
Yeah.
you've read 7 since the start of the new year, probably?
No, just one. I'm on my second one now, but yeah, I mean, I can't get enough. I love it. It just puts me to sleep. It helps me. It
So
helps
you
me
read
calm down.
only at night?
Only at night. I don't
Okay.
have time during the day to sit down
Yeah.
and unless it's like a rainy, snowy Sunday. But even
Yeah.
then, I'm like, "Nah, no, it's just at night usually for me." I love it. It's like I
Turns
go
off
up
the mind.
yeah, 100%, and then my eyes get a little heavy, and as soon as I feel that, like, where I'm about to drop my book, I immediately just turn off the light and go right to bed. Are you like a Kindle person?
I had one years ago and it was fine. I was new, so I think there was a draw to that. Like, oh, look, it's on a little computer thing and
Yeah.
how fun. I liked it at the time, but I'm not joking. I literally think I read one book on it and I never found it again. I don't know. I don't think it moved with us when we moved houses. No.
I'm missing.
I'm not against it, but I like to hold it. I think I like the books and the pages and
Same. Yeah.
having a bookmarker. I love that.
Yeah, I can't get into the Kindle or the audiobooks. I mean, if it works for people, that's awesome. Any way you can get it in. But I think, I don't know, for me, I like the smell of books, the feel of them. Like,
Mhm.
that's what really quiets my mind and, like, really gets my eyes kind of drooping at night, you know?
Yeah. A bunch of the girls at my work, they read a lot, and a few of them love the Kindles because, if they say can't sleep, they can just grab their Kindle and read a little bit, and the light is low. It's not going to wake up your partner.
Mm,
They love that.
that's a
So
plus.
I guess it's just personal.
Yeah.
However, you're getting it in is great, but
Yeah. I feel like
I.
that would be great because my husband hates the light, you know?
Mhm.
Like, really hates the light. But I mean, I'm not reading until like 2 o'clock in the morning, but no,
Right.
I mean, however you can fit it in, it's all personal. But today we thought we would just go over some amazing books, some books that you might want to try for 2026. If that's your resolution like Emily's. I mean,
Yeah.
mine, it's just always a life goal for me. Like, give me more, give me more. What can I
Yeah.
read next? I love it. So, like, when you grew up,
Mhm.
did you read a lot when you were little?
I really didn't.
Surprise.
So, not surprised that I don't now. Yeah, I read a little bit. It wasn't I don't know.
What about like the Goosebumps books? I was like addicted to those.
Yeah, so I read, I guess, yes, I read those. I read, Babysitter's Club. I feel like when we were young, it was a lot of those, there was 10 books or 8 books, and so you kinda wanted to read through the Bobbsey Twins and, old school shit.
Yeah, I was big in Nancy Drew.
American Girl had
I
books. I
never
liked those. I
I
remember
never got
that.
into
But,
those.
from being a kid to an adult now, I've read, obviously, books, but, I mean, very few. I couldn't even tell you unless they really stuck out to me. And most of the books that I liked up until this point have been more self-help, entrepreneurial, health. So it was more I guess,
Educational.
some form of education, yeah, than, getting lost in a story, and just recently in the past 2 or 3 years, I've read very few, but gotten back into.
That's all right. We're gonna try exercising that mind this year for you, right?
And that's why I need the list. I need to know what I need to read, What's on my
I g
list?
yeah, I got you. I mean, everyone out there right now knows Colleen Hoover, Frida McFadden, Elin Hilderbrand. Those are like, I don't know, the top 3 that kind of pop out if you wanna just, like, tiptoe into reading. They're really easy reads. They're good, they're thrilling. So, I mean, there's probably 30 books within those 3 authors.
Mm, yes, and I have read a couple of those through the past couple years.
Yeah, so those are, like, the top right now. I feel like everyone's reading those, and that would be a good stepping stone for you,
Yeah,
anyone
well,
out
like
there.
yeah, Colleen Hoover, she's like it's a mix. There's, like, some romance. She has kind of thriller type like, it depends on which book you're reading, and there's series, which is cool too. That's what I like. So, like, I can read one book, and then there's another book that goes with it.
I know, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. I just finished The Housemaids because I knew the movie was coming out,
Oh,
and
okay.
I love reading the books before the movies because 'cause they're always better. I mean, the
Yeah,
books are always better than the movies, hands down. I
right.
don't care who you are. I'll fight you. The book is always
I'll
better.
fight ya. Well, The Perfect Couple,
Yes, yep.
we read that, and then obviously a lot of people watch that on Netflix. That was good, or This Is Us from Colleen Hoover.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know.
That was
They're good. They're just not the books. But anyway, so you're into more self-help. So what are the ones that you have? Like, what are your top that you would recommend?
Yeah, so I have a couple. So Self-Help Atomic Habits by James Clear. My husband has
Mhm.
gotten me some of these because I'm interested in them. So, um, yeah, Atomic Habits is pretty cool. It's
I've never read that
basically,
one.
yeah, I'll give it to you
Oh, please.
since you've given
Yes.
me some. Accountable strategies like to improve your life. So it's basically focusing on like small, simple, consistent changes. So you're trying
Hmm,
to better yourself by like 1% at a time. So just tiny things, not these extravagant goals. Does that make sense?
I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's manageable for everybody involved.
Right. So you're basically keeping things small and then you can achieve that goal and then move on to the next. There's also, I found that there's workbooks online to like follow and kind of you could check things off a list and stuff. I haven't done that, but I did find that. So I loved that book. Another one is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and that's by Mark Manson. And I thought that was kind of a funny title because I do care what
I like it.
people think and I want people to be happy and I worry about everybody. And so that was kind of a fun one. But he basically says that we have a limited amount of emotional energy and or like so many fucks to give. So you need to spend it only on the things that you can control and that are more meaningful,
I like it.
right? I mean, how many times have you said like I don't give a fuck?
Yeah, that's a cool way to look at
You
it.
only have so many to give. So he makes you realize that it's important
Yeah.
to figure out what you can and cannot change.
Share them like, sparingly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what is something that you should care about? What's something you can't care about?
Yeah, and act accordingly. I like that. I wanna
Okay.
borrow that one too.
It's a good one. Another one that I loved, and he has like 4 maybe. This is a little bit on the medical side, but it's not medical. He's not a doctor. It's kind of strange. They're the Medical Medium books by Anthony William. Have you heard of
Yes.
them?
Yes.
A little funky. He is a medium who claims that quote unquote spirit talks to him and tells him what people need who are sick and ailing. So it's a little woo woo, but it's very interesting because his main thing is like whole foods. So he just wants you to eat like real food, fruits, vegetables, all of that. And then depending on the ailment that you have, there might be more specific foods for that ailment and or supplements. I thought it was a really really interesting read. He's huge on juicing celery and having that be the first thing that you have in the morning so you get all the minerals and salt and everything that you kind of need. And he also thinks that everything stems from the Epstein-Barr virus.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
very interesting. Again, it's he doesn't I mean, last time I checked, he might now, but when I was reading his books, he doesn't sell any supplements, which I thought was cool. It's not like he owns a celery company or sells this form of zinc or anything. There was like links to special kinds of brands or teas that he thought were the best, but nothing that he owns. So it's not like he's making money off of like something he sells.
Mhm.
And again, it's like eating whole foods. And I loved it. I thought it was really cool. Like I said, I think he has 4 books, but I thought they were very interesting.
I love that. I mean, I'm all about whole
Mhm.
foods. I think it's nature's medicine,
Well, that's
honestly.
kinda what he says. I mean, again, part of it is kinda crazy. He basically, like, diagnosed his grandmother with lung cancer at the age of 4.
Oof.
So it was, like, a
Wow.
long time. It's an interesting story. Don't know if it's
Yeah, I've never read his books. I know you gave me
yeah,
The Liver Rescue, I think, one time, but I
yeah,
I I gotta be honest, I never dabbled into it.
yeah. They're
But
cool.
yeah,
They're interesting if you want to kinda look into him a little bit, but those would be a few that I really liked. What
yeah,
about you?
he's definitely on my list of intrigue. I wanna get into
Mm,
that. Moving on with uh, the medical food-wise,
yeah,
I read one that's called Eat Right for Your Blood Type, which is fascinating because if you think about it, we're all made up differently, right? So what
yes.
will organically and chemically boost you might not
Mhm,
fit right with my blood type. And it just goes into the 4 blood types, how you should work out, the foods that you should eat, the foods you should
right.
avoid. And it makes sense. I mean, you
It
wouldn't,
totally does.
right? Like, I always like to think of the analogy of a car versus a truck or like diesel gas versus regular unleaded, like all the things. Like, your cars need different types. So, why wouldn't our bodies need different fuel types? Like,
Yeah.
it was very fascinating to me, and it makes sense too with why I hate cardio or anything like that. Like, my blood type, I'm an A positive, and it's more of hiking, yoga, stretching, like all these things, and I'm
Oh,
like,
how
"Well,
funny.
no shit, huh?" Like, I am just naturally inclined to go where my body wants to go, you know?
Yeah. I remember
And
peeking
yeah.
at it. I haven't read it, but it was I was, like, kind of eating a carnivore diet, and it was, like, no meat or, like,
Yeah.
very low meat, and I was like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same
Not
with
doing"
me. I'm not a big meat craver anyway, and the majority of my diet says it should be like fruits and vegetables, and I'm like,
Hmm,
yeah, same. Like that's another thing. Like my body's just naturally craving what it needs.
mm,
So that one's a really cool one to check out if you've never read it. Um,
yep,
and then the one book that kind of got me into the Feingold diet
mm,
for my son was Finally Focused by James Greenblatt. This is like a natural treatment plan for ADHD, and it was just like it introduces you to things like zinc, magnesium, like all these
mhm,
supplements that are completely natural. They're not I mean, yes, like I say, medication absolutely if it works for you. In our case it wasn't, but we found a treatment plan that does. I mean, his ADHD is really come so far. His behaviors, meh, we're getting there, but I mean, this one was like a life changer. So if you do either you suffer from ADHD or your child or your friend or your students, if you're a teacher, check out Finally Focused. And then 3 more that I kind of just kind of like rolled into after I read that one was No Drama Discipline, Raising Good Humans, and Uniquely Human. Those were really cool just parenting advice with whatever you're going through, like, those are just cool
nice.
to dabble into. But the 4 that I recommend, well, maybe 5, to really change your life this year, um, these are, like I mean, number 1, The Secret. I've said that at nauseum now, right? And if you haven't
Yeah,
read The Secret yet, make it this year. This is the year it changes your
yes.
life.
I still have not read
And
it.
oh my god, what?
I know,
What? I'm
I haven't read it. I haven't read it.
oh my god.
Are you
I
still my
can't
friend?
with you.
Alright, that's my next one.
Reluctantly.
That's the first one I will read after what I'm reading now. Okay, The
Okay,
Secret.
yes. Read that. Please do so. I'm shocked right now. I'm
I know
flabbergasted.
about it. I've watched about it. I know everything about it. I just have not physically read
Oh, there's a big
the
difference
book.
between knowing the theory and actually
Yes.
reading it and applying it step by step. It's huge. And there's also The Magic and The Hero, which is similar. It's like a series from The Secret stems off. I haven't read The Hero yet. But
Okay. Same author?
yes, Rhonda
Okay.
Byrne. So those, I mean, get on it, girl. I'm
Okay.
fucking shocked. Moving on. The Alchemist by Paulo
Mhm.
Coelho. I never know how to say his last name. It's a little tricky.
Okay, that's fair.
Paulo
Mhm.
Coelho. That one's all about destiny and like self-discovery. I read this years ago and it was just transformative. And
Okay.
it's one of those books that you can read again in a different part of your life and it'll mean
Yeah.
different things. So that's one I'm going to reread this year in my 40s in a completely different stage of my life and learn a different lesson from it, I'm sure. So definitely put that on your to-do list for 2026. The
Okay.
Alchemist. Another one that was huge part of my life was The Four Agreements. And this one I found on my bookshelf the other day, and I was like, oh, surprise, surprise. Like, there's a reason you were brought back into my line of vision. I'm going to read you again as well, because these are just remarkable books. They're
Yeah.
very philosophical,
Bring you
spiritual.
back in.
Yeah, they ground you. They just
Mhm.
open your mind in a very enlightened kind of way. So that one's by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm killing these names today. Sorry, authors.
I mean,
Can't win
sorry.
them all.
Yeah. It's all good.
But yeah, look up the Four Agreements. It's
Okay.
kind of like a code of conduct for life, you know? Very,
Mm.
very cool. Um, One that I just recently read was The Power of Now. That one was by Eckhart Tolle. Big, eye-opening book just about appreciating the presence of now, being in the moment, mindfulness, all the things. It's a good one to add to your list too for 2026. And then honestly, anything from Deepak Chopra. It's another one I can't say, but I love him and I love his philosophy and I love his just way of thinking. And he's just awesome. I just finished, it was a very tiny little handbook of the 7 spiritual laws of success. And that's just one of many. He's just a very
Mm.
cool individual. If you have never heard of him, look him up. He's very, very just inspiring human being. Deepak Chopra. If
Love it.
if that is how you say it.
It's pretty darn close if it's not.
I've read it a million times, but saying it is totally different.
Yeah.
But so those are my top 5 that you should definitely get into for
Okay.
2026.
I'll be going into your
Now,
library and taking some of these.
absolutely, they're all yours to borrow for sure. Now, what about historical fiction? Are you into those at all?
Say what?
Okay, hear me out.
That's a no.
I know, hear me out. I was never a
Mhm.
big, like, in my mind, historical fiction brought me to, w you know, history class in senior year.
Yeah.
Like, that's where my mind went, and I was like, "No, never." But one of my favorite books of all time is The Nightingale. This is by Kristen Hanna. It's in World War II. This is probably my first book of ever reading historical fiction, right? And it
Okay.
totally changed my thought process on the whole genre. So this one's about 2 sisters and a survival of World War II, and it's just their story, and she's just an incredible author. I love it.
Wow.
It
Okay.
was amazing. So if you've never read it,
I have
this is
not.
the year. um, Another one that was like super, I couldn't put it down was The Nurse's Secret. One of my friends gave it to me last year, and it was just like, oh my God, it brought me right back to The Nightingale. And I was like, I love it. I love it. By Amanda Skenador. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. It's written in like the 1880s in New York City. It's kind of the dark side of the Gilded Age,
Hmm.
from a nurse's perspective, or she's in nursing school and it's like her struggle stories. And it's just, it's so cool. It's such a good story. And what I loved about it was that the author is actually a nurse. So it touched on my little heartstring and it was just a really cool story. I couldn't put it down. Um,
Okay.
let's see, moving on, The Book Thief. Have you ever read that?
No. That sounds
Okay.
intriguing.
This one's very cool. I mean, it's dark, but I liked it because it was written from Death's perspective.
Oh,
And like,
interesting.
I know,
Okay.
right? So it sounds really strange, and it is kind of, but it was just a very interesting twist to hear from that point of view. Every
Okay.
other book I've read is from like, I don't know, just it was
Not
very
death?
yeah, never. That was the
Never.
first. So that's from Marcus Zusak, The Book Thief. Highly recommend that one too if you want a little
Okay.
twist. And then I did just give you the Alice Network, right?
You did.
So
You
there
did, you
that
did,
is
and I started it.
yes, that is historical fiction. So this is your first baby step into historical fiction. And this one, again, phenomenal book. I think you'll love it. How far in are you?
I'm literally maybe on chapter 3.
Oh, okay. So you haven't
So
like gotten
very,
hooked
very
yet.
new.
Yeah.
That's when it's on my nightstand, so I don't always read at night, so I gotta maybe move that one to the car for
Yeah, that
pickup.
one's a good
But
one.
so tell us a little bit about that one, since I'm not too far in.
It's like a women spy in the war, and it's I don't know, it's kind of like the spy's perspective, but then this young girl who's trying to find her cousin who meets up with her. It's just very interesting. I don't want to give too much away because it kind of like all intertangles into different perspectives and stuff, but beautiful story. Pulls at your heartstring a lot, and it's just another one that surprised me.
Okay.
It's a great one. So yeah, add that one to your list too. Now, my favorite
Yeah.
genre is thriller, psychological thrillers,
I think I could get down with that. That's my jam.
right? You love those murder shows.
I sure do.
Yeah, so this is definitely like those are the ones that I cannot put down at night, especially when I'm at the end, like oh, and that's where I'm at right now, just finishing the second Housemaid series. They're just so good. I don't know, it's like
Okay.
a light read. It's good to go, but for me, probably my top one would be The Silent Patient, by Alex Michaelides. These names are just killing me today. But that one was really cool, The Silent Patient. I think they made a movie or they're making a movie out of that one, if I
Okay.
recall correctly. And then The Silent Wife by ASA Harrison. Those two are really cool psychological thrillers, different perspectives. It's just two to add to your list. I know there's a million psychological thrillers out right now, but those are just the top two that I can think right off the top of my head of the most recent that I read and that I actually
Yeah.
enjoyed a lot.
Well, and so
That
many of these books too are like New York Times bestsellers
oh,
on
yeah.
Reese's book list, like if you're
Yeah.
people who want like Oprah's list or Reese's list. So these are like top notch.
Yeah. I just think it's important for everyone to just find even if you just find one this year and if you're not a reader. If you're a reader, then good for you, keep at it. Send me your list. It's just so important to exercise that mind. You were just telling me, a little bit about the Hard 70, right?
Oh, 75 hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
75
Like
hard. Why do you think it incorporates 10 pages of reading?
right.
Because you're working
Yep.
out, you're hydrating, you're cutting out all the toxic behaviors in your life, and you're adding in 10 pages of reading every day. There's a reason
Yep.
for that. It is so important. And I think just like everything, it needs practice, it needs exercise. And yeah, I just think everyone should read this 2026. Pick up a book,
Well,
read.
it's nice to get your mind clear. Like you don't have to think about other stuff that's going on.
Hmm.
And if you can, get lost in the story or whatever, it really is quite amazing. Like, again, some of the last books I've read were some Colleen Hoover books, and the characters are just so strong. You feel like you're there, and I
Hmm.
can picture them. I know exactly what's happening. And at the end of each book, I was sad that it was done.
I know.
I'm not going to see these people tomorrow.
I
What do you mean?
know.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. It's funny too, when you read the book first and they end up making a movie, your vision is completely different. And then when you
Right.
see the movie, you're like, wait, what? I
Yeah.
totally she was blonde in my head, He,
Right.
like, comes out as a brunette, like, whatever, and you're just like, "Oh, wow, this is a completely this" it just throws me off every single time because I don't know. Your imagination's always better, I think, you know? But just a little
Yeah,
fun
no.
list for everybody to kind of get the ball rolling nice and early
Yeah.
for this new
No,
year.
I'm super excited. I'm gonna really I don't know what my number is for the year, but I'm gonna try to, like, read the
Oh,
most I've read.
yeah, I don't think you have to keep track or set a number. I mean, just do it when you can,
Yeah.
and at least if you're trying, that's like the
Yeah,
biggest
that's true.
spot, you know?
Thanks, Car. Yeah.
You're
Well, we also
welcome.
came up with a little list of some of the top books for 2026 that have just come out or are coming out. So there was, of course, all different kinds of lists. So I just grabbed a few from different sites. So here's a list of some new ones. The first one, My Husband's Wife.
This sounds
That's
good.
an interesting title.
Yeah,
And that's by Alice Feeney. That sounds intriguing.
noted.
Vigil by George Saunders. The Secrets We Keep by
Mm.
Kate Hewitt. That sounds familiar to me.
That yeah, I feel like I've seen that on the bookshelf, and I stopped, and I was like, "Oh, next time I wanna get that."
Yeah, so I'm
I
not sure,
feel
like,
like
if
I've
this
seen it.
was an old book, but it's coming back. I don't know what the deal is. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and I have read a couple of her books.
Hmm,
Really good. Again, like a beach read, kind of fun.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
about this one exactly, but People We Meet on Vacation. And then the fifth one I have down is The Other Side of Change, and that's by
Oh,
Lindsay Powers.
oh, that
So
one
that was
sounds
seemed
good.
to be a little more like a little self-help, but, um,
Yeah,
so those were some fun ones that I found.
love it. The one that I'm reading now, which I'm gonna throw out there, but I can't really describe what it's about just yet, is The Magic of Findhorn. It's like this garden in Scotland, and it's all about manifestation and spirituality and all these things. My aunt recommended it to me, and so far I like it. And I've heard nothing but, really good reviews about it. So that's my little one that's on my nightstand right now, The Magic of Findhorn.
Okay.
So that one's pretty interesting. We'll see what that one's all about. But, just some ideas for you to get your New Year's right and get your book list ready. And again, if you have some, send them our way,
Yeah,
please.
send them our way.
I love recommendations. I've said before, I'll just pick a random book and read it. And sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I don't really care what genre, what it's about. I'll read it if it has words. But if you have one you really love and it changed your life, please email us, send it to us, DM us, whatever you want, whatever you can do. I'd love to hear from you. So, yeah, that's about it. Closing out this week, we have a quote as always. This one is from Joseph Addison, and he says, "Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body."
Very cool.
He he just nailed it. He really did. You work out every single other part of your body. Why stop at your mind, right?
Such a good one.
Yeah. So I hope everyone is sticking strong with their New Year's resolution. I know this is about the time where it like drops to 9% people have already quit or something wild.
Yeah, I forget what the number was now.
Yeah. But I think we can all do it this year. We set our intentions right and be kind
Do
to
something for
ourselves.
yourself, read a book.
Yeah. And if your other New Year's resolution didn't work out by now, this one's an easy one you can definitely tackle. Just read one book a year. You can do that one, right?
Yeah.
My husband's going on 2 years reading the same book, but I give him credit. He picks it up from time to time and gets those little words in.
Mhm.
Better than nothing, right? Got to give him credit where credit's due. But
Exactly.
anyway, that's it. Short, little, sweet book review. So we hope you guys have a really great week. And as always, keep it good.